My name is Chris. I work here on the base camp side of the Erratic Rock base camp complex. I don't know if has anybody seen the hostel next door? Show of hands, anybody staying in Erratic Rock? Okay, fair representation. Cool, so we've got the hostel next door, we have the information center here. Back there we have a rental center. We run the town's recycling operation out of here. We've got a recycling center. In fact, on the other side, there's a bin there. Who here is planning on taking those canister fuel stoves into the park for their trek? Show of hands. Okay, cool. There are about 500,000 of those canisters get generated here in Patagonia each season. We're the only place in the region that can recycle these things. So we ask that when your trek is done, don't throw them out in the trash cans in the park. Bring them back to here. The bin over there has 2 compartments. One side is for totally empty canisters. We crush those down, send them up to Puerto Natales where they're recycled. All right. The other side is for partially full canisters. These ones are up for grabs. You can take as many as you like out of that bin, use them for your trek, whatever. We just ask you to bring them back when they finish so that we can take care of them. Okay. Cool. The talk here usually goes about an hour and a half. We cover a lot of stuff. We go over, transportation, logistics, basics on free campsites, refugios. Talk a little bit about, we go through a 5-day W itinerary, a roughly 10-day circuit itinerary, going to get into weather, gear, and food. So kind of a lot of stuff. Please take notes. If you don't have pencil and paper, there's scrap right up here. You're welcome to it. I know that the talk is kind of long. If anybody decides that they have all the information that they need, they have somewhere else that they need to be, they're bored, anything, you're welcome to leave at any point. My feelings will not be hurt. If you need to go to the bathroom, there's a door right back there. It's got a sign on it. You take a left. There are washrooms on the left there. Okay? Pardon? Generally, a little bit, yeah. Yeah. We try to keep that open, otherwise people show up and they wait out there confused. Wait, can I not go in? So, if you could set something down to hold it kind of open, that'd be good. Otherwise, it's just going to close completely. Open a little bit, thanks. Maybe there's a rock back there or something. See if you can set that down to keep it open. Or stand there. That's okay. Cool. The only thing I'm going to ask a couple of things, you guys. First of all, ask that nobody be talking during the information session. If people break off, start planning their treks, deciding what they need to buy, things like that, it gets really, really distracting, and we don't get all the information out in the time we need to. The other is that you please save your questions until the times that I ask for them. Okay? I'll ask, are there any questions on things I've covered so far? Like 10 different times during the talk. Please raise your hand when you have a question. It turns into chaos when everyone starts belting out the first thing that comes to their head as they're confused by the trek or whatever. The other thing I'm going to ask for is a modicum of audience participation. This is just, I'm going to ask a lot of questions to the group. This will either be a raised hand or an exaggerated nod or shake of the head. Just something that I know that everyone's still with me. Is that okay with everybody? Cool. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So, first of all, who here is planning on going into the park tomorrow? Okay. Day after tomorrow? Okay. Anybody after that? Okay. This is an exciting place to hang out for days and days and days. Ask the people who are here for the strike. Okay. Who's planning on staying in a tent during their time in the park? All right. Refugio people? Okay, a few of you. Who here is planning on doing the W? All right. Circuit people. Wow. That's a lot of circuit people. There goes the tranquility of being the only people back there. Okay, is there anyone here that's trekking alone looking for partners? Okay, look around. If anybody wants to add someone to their group or wants to meet up with other people. There you go. It's a good place to find trekking partners. Okay, cool. Has everyone here seen the map? Come on.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Okay, cool. We've got, here's the map. Everything that pertains to us is about north of this line. Okay, when we talk about the W trek, we're referring to these trails here that trace out a W in the Paine Massif. That's about a 4 to 5 day trek by the way that we recommend it. Okay. When we talk about the circuit, we're referring to adding this trail back here that connects the two ends of the W, stretches the entire hike out to somewhere between 7 and 10 days. Okay. People ask all the time ability questions, things about like, well, can I do it in less time? If I have no idea. Okay. That's gonna how long you can do the circuit in or the W in depends on your personal fitness and your personal knowledge of what you can do. Okay. To let you know, we had a German couple a month and a half ago that did the circuit in 4 days. Okay. We had an American guy, a climber, who was staying here, who, I don't know, about 3 weeks ago, did the entire circuit in 14 hours. Okay. You're probably somewhere between that and 2 weeks. Okay, so you can figure it out based on what you know about yourself. Just regardless of what you may have heard from fellow travelers, people in hostels, friends who have been up here and done the hike before, there is no best way to hike the trails in Torres del Paine. Okay? East-west, west to east, clockwise, anti-clockwise, this side trail, that side trail. It's entirely up to you. There's no way that's better in terms of views. Okay, there are no invisible one-sided mountains that you're going to miss if you do it the other way around. Okay, there are no secret chimes that are going to go off and unlock a hidden level if you do everything in a certain order. Okay, really, you can see on the map here. Anything connected by dotted red lines is walkable. Okay, you can take these trails however you like. None of the trails are especially challenging in terms of their difficulty in that area. The toughest thing with Paine is that some of the walks can be kind of long. All right, so to keep in mind when you're doing this. The reason when I walk through our itineraries, the reason I talk about the one that I do is that's how we do things when our guide service takes people up into the park. All right, I'm going to explain one itinerary just so I don't have to go through 100,000 different permutations of ways that the trails can be hiked. Okay. First concern, getting up to the park. There are a number of ways to go about doing this. You can hire a vehicle, you can join a tour group, you can hitchhike up, it works pretty well. The way 99% of people get up to the park is by bus. Has anyone here already bought their bus ticket to get up to Paine? Cool. There are 5 or 6 different bus companies that run exclusively between Puerto Natales and Torres del Paine. Right? They are, for all intents and purposes, identical. They all leave at the same 2 times per day. That is 7:30 a.m. and between 2 and 2:30 p.m. They all move up in kind of a group. They all make the same stop off in Cerro Castillo so people can get up, move their legs, buy overpriced crap, whatever. They all come in to the same 3 access points for hiking the trails of the W in the circuit. They all make exactly the same 3 stops. They are timed so that you make your catamaran connection, you make your minibus connection, whatever. As long as you get onto your bus, everything for your hike should be logistically uncomplicated in terms of getting there. All right. The way to make sure that you get on your bus is to buy your bus ticket through your own hostel. All right. Each hostel sells tickets. Each hostel has an agreement with a bus company. The bus will come pick you up at your hostel that morning, that afternoon, and take you up to the park. You should expect to pay 15,000 Chilean pesos for an open-ended round-trip ticket. Okay? When the buses come up, they start out, Puerto Natales is down here to the south. They come up around this newer paved road. Okay, they all come in. The first place the buses stop is Laguna Amarga, right up here. At Laguna Amarga, everyone gets off the bus, goes through the administrative procedures, the check-in stuff. Can you leave that cracked open, please? Goes through the check-in procedures. The first thing here is you're going to pay your park admission. All right, that's 15,000 Chilean pesos per person to enter the park. Does anyone here have a Chilean carnet? Any people with a work contract, study abroad? No. Okay, so 15,000 is the number for everyone. When you pay this, you'll be given a map. This map is all that you need to navigate the trails of the W in the circuit. It's totally unnecessary to go down into town, buy one of those 4,000 peso laminated maps with slightly better topographic resolution. You don't need to worry about doing that. The map will serve you fine. Let's see. After they give you the map, they're going to ask you for a statistics card as well. This will have been given you on the bus for you to fill out. This is going to ask for your name, your passport number. You do not need your passport itself unless you're planning on staying inside of the refugios. Okay? You just need to know your passport number or make it look like you know your passport number. Put that down on the form. They'll let you in. They'll ask for whether you're planning to do the W or the circuit, and they'll also prompt you for the number of days you're planning to spend in the park. Okay? This is not a binding number by any means. If you put down that you're going to be in there for 5 days and you stay for 10, no one's coming to look for you. There's no search and rescue in the park. There's no checkout procedure. This is just for the CONAF to be able to check the traffic through the park, get an idea of who's doing what in there. Okay? So after you take care of this stuff, you have two options. First of all, Laguna Amarga is the first place that you can get in to start hiking the trails. There's a 7-kilometer access road here. It takes about an hour and a half to hike that. Otherwise, you can pay 2,500 Chilean pesos to take the mini shuttle that will take you and your gear up to the Osteria de las Torres, puts you down in this corner of the W. You can start hiking the trails from there. Okay? This is not the way that we do it. Your other option is to get back on the bus at Laguna Amarga. You don't need to pay any more money or anything. It will come down another 35 minutes to the Refugio Pureto here. Pureto is the access point for the catamaran. Right? The catamaran is a small boat for 11,000 Chilean pesos. It'll bring you across Lago Pehue here, up to the Paine Grande Lodge at Pehue. Okay? Puts you down in this corner of the W. You can start hiking from there. Your third option is to remain on the bus, come all the way down here another half hour to the administrative offices. Administration here gives you access to this little 5-hour access trail. Has anybody heard the circuit referred to as the Q before? Yeah? Okay, a few people. This is the tail of the Q. Okay? This is the only trail in the park I'll offer a directionality opinion on. This is the one place where, yes, the views are better going in. Okay? You want to have that massif up in front of you. It's a good introduction to the park if you have nice weather, if it's a clear day. It's really, really pretty to come in that way. If you come out this way, you're tired, you don't have any reference points ahead of you, you're looking out over Patagonian nothingness. Has anybody been out to the eastern side of Patagonia, Rio Gallegos, Puerto Madryn? Yeah, okay. What sits between those towns? Hundreds of kilometers of desertic steppe. Yeah. That starts down here, okay? If you come out this way, that's going to be your view for that 5 hours. You're going to wish you'd taken the boat out. All right? So if you're going to hike this trail, definitely recommend doing that on the way in. All right. Any questions on getting to the park? Yeah?
Is there any parking if you have your own car?
Yes.
Where would that be located?
I'm not sure. There are a number of places. I think you can park. And you can park up at Laguna Amarga. And you can park all the way back at the Osteria de las Torres.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be set on that. Yeah.
Regards the catamaran crossing, if we want to have a little walk north to the viewpoint.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm going to go through our 5-day W itinerary now then. When we do this, we always like to take the morning bus up. All right. This makes it... you arrive in the late morning, early afternoon. Gives you more time to get to your campsite, more time to do side hikes or whatever out of your campsite from there. Makes things a lot more relaxed. You don't have to hurry to get anywhere. So we catch a 7:30 bus from down here. It gets up to Laguna Amarga about 10:30 a.m. Everyone gets off, takes care of check-in procedures. We then get back on the bus. Okay, we come down to Pureto here. The bus arrives down here at Pureto at 11 o'clock. The catamaran doesn't leave until 12 o'clock noon. This gives you an hour to do whatever it is you like to do before you hike. You can tighten your pack down, do your breathing exercises, whatever. What we recommend doing is drop your pack where the bus dropped you. Okay, go hike up. There's a road that shoots up a hill here. 15 minutes up to go see Salto Grande. Salto Grande is a short, very powerful waterfall where Lago Nordenskjold there dumps into Lago Peewee. It's very cool. It's a good photo opportunity. It's a good way to spend that time. Were you referring to the viewpoint up top? The viewpoint with the Cuernos? Okay. That would be a little trickier because the timelines just don't make for it. If you do that, you're going to be in this area for about 6 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When's the next catamaran? What time is that?
6 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's the important thing if you go up to see Salto Grande is you then have to get back 15 minutes to where you drop your pack, and then down another 5 minutes to where the boat takes off. So make sure to be there at noon. It's not going to wait for you. All right. So you hop on the boat here. It comes across. It's a half hour across Lago Peewee. It's a place with pretty views. You can sit up on the top deck, enjoy those. You can sit down below, enjoy the free coffee, the free biscuits that they serve. All right. An important thing to keep in mind is about 5 minutes from the docking point at the end here, someone downstairs is going to pull out a cash box and start taking money for tickets. It would serve you to be near the beginning of this line, near the front, rather than at the end of it. Otherwise, you may end up on the boat a little longer than you wanted to. Okay. It is 11,000 pesos one way. If, for whatever reason, you know that you're going to be coming back out of the park on the catamaran, you can buy an open-ended round-trip ticket at this time for 19,000 Chilean pesos. Okay. Boat comes in, docks, drops you off at the Paine Grande Lodge here. You're now down in this corner of the W. You can start to hike as you like. Any questions on stuff I've covered so far? Nope? Good. So now that we're in